Before I begin, I just wanted to say this. If I were a creator, doesn't matter whether it's anime, book writer, whatever it is, if I see people who would disrespect my source material, I would be disappointed. And look at this. The Splinter Cell trailer got destroyed. But then again, Netflix and Ubisoft, they refuse to respond. They just stay silent because they don't want to change it. This is the problem with Hollywood. Hollywood doesn't want to admit gamers or gaming is a massive success, a billion-dollar industry.
Quebec, go ahead.
Me or...
A time for change is upon us.
Any other bright ideas?
Anybody know what that show is? This one. What show is this? Anybody knows what show this is? If you have anything, let me know in the comments. Okay, we're gonna take apart what he say about the trailer first, and then we'll skip a bit.
The Season 4 trailer for The Witcher with Liam Hemsworth has now reached a ratio of damn near 5-to-1.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Not only is this ratio really bad for the trailer, but look at the view count on it. After a week, they are at 1.8 million views on this teaser trailer for Season 4 of The Witcher, but if you go back to Season 2 of the show, and the teaser trailer for that, which was before all of the firing of Henry Cavill drama, you can see that they had hit damn near 9 million viewers. In other words, these days people are entirely checked out on a show that had the potential to be one of the all-time greats on the Netflix platform.
Yes. You know what, folks? I miss Henry Cavill. I give kudos to Henry Cavill and also Caitlin Danvers. Yes, despite The Last of Us may not be a success, and I do mean The Last of Us Season 2, but you have to give credit to Caitlin Danvers, who played the game. I mean, how many celebrities that you know of still plays the game? Besides, of course, Caitlin Danvers, Henry Cavill, Terry Crews.
Make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've had a lot of people tell me recently that they have been unwillingly unsubscribed to the channel, so make sure that you check on that. And there's been a lot of talk about restricted mode being automatically enabled for a lot of users on YouTube, which would cut you off from a lot of your favorite channels, so don't forget to check into that as well, and turn it off if it has been turned on and you don't want it. But let's take a look at what's happened to this Splinter Cell trailer for the Netflix show. So, the other day, when I first covered this trailer, this is what the numbers looked like on it after a day, roughly. They were at about 170,000 views, and the ratio was almost a 6-to-1 positive ratio with 8.2 thousand likes versus 1.4 thousand dislikes. Sure, the comments were bad, and I expected that people would cut into the positive ratio a pretty good amount, but I certainly had no idea that folks would flock to the dislike button quite like they did. If you look now, they have doubled the views on this trailer from a few days ago, being at 344,000 at the time of this recording, and the dislikes are now firmly ahead of the likes, with 12,000 upvotes to 16,000 downvotes. I sure didn't see that one coming, but it looks like this struck a chord with people. We have simply seen this same sort of show play out too many times on Netflix by now. I talked about Masters of the Universe earlier, and what they did with that show is perfectly emblematic of exactly what most people expect from Splinter Cell from just looking at this trailer. The black woman McKenna was introduced, and clearly Sam Fisher will start training her up as they go along. When you combine that with the way that Sam is now quite old, it doesn't take much of an imagination to see where all of this is going. Sam will die or retire.
I think the one thing we need to figure out is one thing. Many people who watches TV shows, they don't know about the game, okay? Yes, even though fans rejects. Okay, let's take The Last of Us Part 2, or in this case, The Last of Us Season 2, for example. Many viewers who watches that TV shows, they didn't know about the death of Joel. And when that happens, well, guess what? It kicks them hard. Many people who just watch TV shows, they don't know about the game. Only gamers saw that coming a mile away.
Pass the torch on to McKenna, and since the show has been confirmed as canon, as a part of the Ubisoft gaming series, then they will use this as an excuse to push new Splinter Cell games with McKenna, the black gal, as the lead. And considering that this is Ubisoft, you just know that they are licking their lips in anticipation of the opportunity to do this, to replace the classic white male lead from this game with a woman of color. I mean, look at what they did with Assassin's Creed Shadows and Yasky. Or look at how they basically replaced Han Solo with a Hispanic chick in Star Wars Outlaws last year. And not only that, but they made sure that the character in Star Wars Outlaws was ugly as hell. They are bound and determined to forsake the male audience for these franchises for the folks who want to see progressive propaganda shoved into it instead. I mean, look at this character from the movie poster of Splinter Cell here. I'm not certain, but I've heard some people tell me that they think this is supposed to be grim. So, she went from looking like this in the last game, a pretty normal looking gal, to whatever the hell this is. And you know, it doesn't matter who this character is supposed to be at the end of the day, it is simply evident that no matter what, they are determined to make the female characters ugly and the male characters sidekicks and sidelined.
I'm gonna guess 100% most of those voice actors, they are forbidden to play the game. 100%. To all people who got cast for any live action adaptation of a video game, if they say you are not supposed to play the game, that should be an immediate red flag. Remember one thing, there's also people who just watch TV shows, they don't know about the games, and gamers already see this a mile away. Gamers knows what real Splinter Cells, I can't even say that word, look like. So what we're trying to do is convince people who just watch TV shows, okay? There are some people who just watch TV shows, but they don't know about the game. Similar with The Last of Us Season 2. How many viewers who have watched the TV shows were shocked to see Joel died? Yes, people who watch TV shows did not know about that because they didn't play the game, but gamers knows it. They saw it a mile away.
As you can tell from the ratio on Splinter Cell, there are some franchises where you just can't do that no matter what. Look at some of the new comments on this thing as the dislikes poured in on the trailer. This guy quoted McKenna from the trailer, "It's not me they want, she's not wrong." And then this person wrote, "Sam Fisher is gonna get the Indiana Jones treatment and get sidelined." This guy said, "They laid the bait, and now we see the switch." Bravo.
Bait and
switch.
switch.
Of course, he's talking about the fact that people were, at least at first, psyched about the announcement of a Splinter Cell show, and that drew people in. But now, these people at Netflix are making it clear that Sam Fisher is not going to remain the focal point of his own series, not for long. But then this person said, "Old white sidelined protagonist, a plethora of girl bosses, nostalgia bait and switch, Splinter Cell got the Netflix treatment." The message is strong in this one. I already see 4 to 5 women as leaders with weird haircuts and men as villains except Sam. Sam being sidelined in favor of a black girl boss is so Netflix. Pass. And that really says it all, doesn't it? I think that is why we saw this trailer get ratioed right away, before we even know for certain that this is the direction that Netflix is going with it, because they have told this type of story so many times over the past decade that it has become a trope, a tired old trope that keeps getting used not because it's a beloved form of storytelling, but because it is a beloved tool of activists to try to push their shit onto the rest of the world. Well, it isn't working, at least not as well as it used to. The laws of diminishing returns are kicking in. Look at what happened to Star Wars after they decided to crap all over Luke Skywalker. That franchise will never be the same. There are countless examples of it over and over. Not only has the message just plain worn thin, but at this stage, fan bases have gotten extremely adept at sniffing it out. We are sensitive to this sort of crap, and we just assume that these idiots are bullshitting us before the product is even released.
And frankly, the shills, they're gonna defend this to the high heavens. No doubt about it. Because don't forget, the so-called modern audience, they're not gonna watch this. Yes, they'll pretend that they defend this, but in reality, they won't watch it. Tell me something, folks. Have any of you have played Splinter Cell games? Tell me in the comments, what Splinter Cell games is your favorite? Now, remember one thing. When it comes to TV shows, every people, or in this case, every viewer who watches TV shows, they don't know about the video game. And I'm gonna keep bringing this up. The Last of Us Season 2. Many TV show viewers, they don't know about the death of Joel in the video game. And when they saw it in the TV show, they're like, was that supposed to happen? Think about that, folks. For people who just watch TV shows, they don't know about that death scene. But gamers, they saw that death scene of Joel from a mile away. Yes, there will be some people who will watch it, but don't forget, Netflix will release this all in day one, because that's one way for them to at least binge watch everything, even though it will be difficult to binge watch every episode. But when the Nelson ratings comes, there's no hiding it. I'm 100% certain that the Nelson ratings will be hidden from the fans. Rotten Tomatoes for the user reviews will be hidden as well. Critics will remain up, because Rotten Tomato is rigged. If I were a game creator or a book writer or whatever it is, I would feel disheartened when people bastardize my source material. No way, this is unacceptable, folks. Regardless what you want to say, source material must not be disrespectful, okay? You must respect it. Doesn't matter whether you want to create a new story or not, source material cannot be disrespected.
Well done, Griffin. Now we got this airfield secured, we can get a foothold on this island and start pushing the Japanese back. We're through retreating, lad. America's back in this war.
In the decade before World War II, the Marines began to truly develop their style of combat. This preparation paid huge dividends in the early days following America's entry into the war. Guadalcanal was taken and secured with almost no loss.